Hi, everyone. Welcome back. This is part 2 of a 2-part recap. If you're wondering where part 1 was, well, go check in the feed and be sure to subscribe so that way you always get your episodes. But enough of that. Let's get right back into the episode.
So Lindsay's like, Amanda, if two were people were going to have a conversation about a douchebag and they didn't want the douchebag to hear them talking, where would they go? And Amanda's like, how many douchebags have you told off in this house? But I wanted everyone to hear those conversations. Where do you do it? And so they're finding where Lexi can hide to have this conversation with Jesse. Dun, dun, dun.
So
Amanda's like,
yeah,
I'm not feeling very good, so I just want to have like a conversation, you guys. Like, oh my God, we're gonna have a conversation.
So
Lindsay only knows how to do it when she's like, oh, fuck you stupid mother. Okay, we had to talk.
So Lexi's just telling everyone, she's sort of holding court there, and she's like, yeah, I'm just like done with it. I'm like done like teaching him. Like I don't trust him at all. And Amanda's like, was there like a catalyst to this? And then Gabby's like, there was a manicure.
Gabby's like, I do not trust a guy who's gonna get a manicure instead of hanging out with Tiffany and Tiffany's mother and Tiffany's father. That is bullshit.
But Lisa, I mean, I honestly think that Lexi has a point, which is like, whether or not he got the manicure, the point is that when he said he got a manicure at 9:30 p.m., she was like, you're lying. And then she realized, you can't be with someone if you think, your first instinct is to think that they lie. Also, that smile, too much. Too much.
So Lexi's like, I don't think it would be fair to like snuggle with him and kiss him all weekend and pretend that I still like him. He gave me the ick. And they're like,
The ick is holding the sickle, like, that's right, I'm here.
The ickle.
Final ixtination.
So good. So Amanda's like, first it was toe sucking and now it's a 9 p.m. manicure. He needs to keep his fingers and toes to himself. Like, just move on to the next. There's plenty of douchebags. I mean, look how easily I moved on from I married my douchebag. My douchebag's still trying to impregnate me. You just hear her mind start slipping, like,
sad. So outside, Carl's like, hey, so, Jesse, are you nervous about summer coming to an end? Do you want it to come to a hard stop or a soft stop?
I was just so excited to be here at Lexi, but like something feels like off, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I noticed that when I drove up, when I turned off the Calliope music in my van. She seemed a little off with you.
I haven't noticed anything. Everything's totally fine for me. I mean, everything's great.
So,
are you peeing right now?
Yeah, I'm just peeing right now.
So Lexi's like, okay, guys, I'm gonna go break up with him. And she opens the door and she has this big smile. She's like, and Jesse, you wanna talk?
So now it's time for the talk.
She's like, I think we like need to like realign and really like chat and like align that we're feeling stuff.
And he's like, okay.
He's like, oh, what's going on? Why can't I see? Was there sun in my eyes?
He's like, no, your lips are fine. You don't need to realign yet. You're doing fine. I'll tell you.
So Sierra comes in, she arrives, and then my favorite is these late arrivals, how they get like told the news. It's like, oh my God, Sierra, oh my God, they're breaking up outside. Hurry up. Sierra's like, I don't give a fuck. What? I don't care.
Sierra's like, so is he too busy to take my fucking suitcase up? Because that's what I need from him.
So Lexi has a whole thing where she basically says she's looking for a relationship that's deep and she wants to feel connected to the person that she's with, and she just doesn't feel like they've been able to break into that level. And even though she's tried really hard to get deep and like feel like Jesse is her person, she always gives him the benefit of the doubt, and she's always trying to figure out how I can make like whatever you say make sense in my head, and I just feel like you actually aren't even ready for the relationship that I'm looking for, and I don't know, I just need to be someone like that, and I just can't trust that, and like without any doubt in my mind.
For once, I had something in common with Jesse, because we had the same look on our faces. Both of us were like this.
And he's like, so I take it you don't want to date anymore? And she's like,
no, like, I just need to be, like, with someone that, like, I can, like, trust. You know what I mean? Like, if someone's gonna get a manicure, I wanna know, like, oh my God, they're getting a manicure, you know?
He's like, but what changed between the time we spoke and now?
Manicure, Jesse, are you listening to me? I'm trying to communicate it.
I mean, it was just a manicure. I mean, was there a little pedicure? Yeah. Did the tech suck my toe? Perhaps. But it was part of the service.
was it a man getting cured? Yes. But you know what? I needed the not antioxidants, not antidepressants. What do you get when you get like syphilis?
Biotics.
Antibiotics, yes, thank you.
Wow.
I'm fucking done. I can't even think of antibiotics. I'm almost 50.
Paige DeSorbo says this.
Paige had a great episode because Paige didn't have to do shit but this all episode.
Really?
She was just laughing at everybody's stupidity.
So in the other part of
First of all, I have a question to ask. Why has nobody just said, Jesse, give me your hands? He got a manicure. Yes or no?
They
It's
do.
very easy to tell.
They do that. They do that. So Kyle is like, what's going on? And Lindsay's like, oh, well, she has the ick. And yeah, they're
And Sierra's like, oh no, she got the ick. Oh no, that's bad. And like, oh my God, the ick. Kyle's like,
what? What's the ick?
what's the ick?
What? I don't get what is the and they're like,
Kyle, next time you're up there wiggying on a record, look at people's faces in the audience. Just
Sierra-
look at them real close.
Sierra literally says that to him. She goes, you know how when you started DJing, we all said we got the ick? It's like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
still
ick.
don't know what it is though. Like, how is that applicable?
So back to Lexi and
One man's
Jesse.
ick is another man's applicable.
How much sperm does the ick have? Because I got 150 million.
So is this where they had where the producer asked Kyle what ick? Oh
No,
this
it's a little
is
bit later.
Okay. I was like,
So-
if they cut this part, someone's fired.
No,
Okay.
no, it's coming up. Don't worry, Kyle has several like old man moments. So Lexi,
Because the other night, I was like, Jesse, do you want to come over and hang out with me and my friend and Tiffany and my mom's husband, who's also my dad? And then you were like, no, I'm going to go get a manicure. And he goes,
Oh, I didn't say that. I said I'm gonna go get a manicure.
and so she goes,
No, but like when you said that, I immediately was like, it was like a gut punch where I'm like, he's lying again. And then I was like, well, it's not fair for me to say that he's lying. But then the fact that I thought that he could be doing that, it was just like the fact that the realization that like it could be my first instinct. And I'm not like, I don't know, all summer I've just been like saying like, I don't want to change because it's like in a relationship.
and then I love this. She goes,
You've changed me. I can't trust people anymore since the beginning of the summer. I feel like the light in me is slowly dying. The lip liner is fading just to lipstick.
I came in here a girl with a dream. Am I even living anymore? I don't even feel my own pulse. Does anybody feel my pulse?
I walked in here, a woman who had such a big heart. She had Bailey alongside her, and now where's Bailey? You've changed me. You sent away Bailey.
Was Bailey even real? I see Bailey people.
I like to think that Bailey was like her imaginary friend from Inside Out. It's like, bye, Bailey. Bailey's like,
You can go on without me now.
Bailey was the happy emotion from Inside Out. She got better and she got sad and didn't need Bailey anymore.
So she's like, yeah, because like I was a good person, but then I was like, but is a girl sucking his toe?
She just looks at him like she just. By the way, this is 2 paragraphs of
Yeah,
the monologue.
we're
We're not
gonna
even
give-
kidding. And she's looking at him at the end like this. Like she said something, and he's like, well, I don't appreciate that you said that I'm lying, because, like, I mean, withholding the truth isn't really lying. So, like, how is not telling you the truth the same as lying about something?
yeah, I don't even lie. I didn't even get my toes sucked because I don't even have toes. So stop calling me a liar.
So she's like, but you were lying by like Amish. He's like, omission? Yeah, I was lying by omission, okay, but like, it doesn't mean I've lied to you all summer, okay? Like, I just don't appreciate the way that you're like calling me a liar because like I say things that aren't true sometimes.
She's like, well, I'm just saying I want to date someone who like doesn't do these things.
He's like, yeah, but like, I just don't appreciate you trying to tear me down and saying that. He's like,
why does he do that?
He's like,
it looks like he's looking out over the sea to see if like the ship is coming in. He's like, yeah.
So that, by the way, I have to say, I really enjoyed this whole scene because, like, we give Lexi shit, but I love that she was kind of reading him for filth. And she was just like, yeah, no, you're immature. I can't trust you, and you're lame. And I'm way too many Instagram followers to be joking around with someone like you. I kind of liked
I have
it.
too many Instagram followers. I love that matters so much.
And I like that she was like,
I dated a Beckham and have a lot of Instagram followers. No one's heard your Papa, Can You Hear Me cover. Okay, no one's heard it.
And like, here's why I really liked it. Because first of all, she sort of said it so like authoritatively. Like, she wasn't crying, she wasn't hedging, she just was ready. And like, she saw a red flag. And honestly, we talked about at the top of the show, you know, we see what happens if you ignore the red flags. You wind up like the Lollies and the Britneys and the Jackses of the world. And she just cut that, she nipped it in the bud. And I have nothing but respect for that.
I mean, I just like when there's a couple and there's no imbalance. They're both so fucking annoying that I have no choice but to be amused. Like, I'm amused by every scene. Like, I don't really hate either one of them. I just think they're both like morons. Like,
yeah.
I read these scenes, I'm like, what are you two even fucking talking about? If you're this bad in front of cameras, what were you like alone?
Yeah, that too. So then Jesse's...
I've never stood for that game Wordle. I've never liked it. I feel like all the basic people are like, oh my God, what was your Wordle score today, darling?
Guys,
like, I hate it. I know that's a fight. I don't mean to get in a fight with anybody in here. I know a lot of y'all love it.
It's too soon because guess what? I did not get Wordle today, and I'm very upset.
Well, you see...
Very upset.
I've never really been like a Wordle fan, but I've never wanted to see two people do a Wordle more than I have when I watch these two. I want to see these two talking Wordle over at dinner. So they kind of win the season, is what I'm saying.
So
Jess... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I love when we do that. No. You
Wordle motherfucker. Go ahead. I already turned them now. Go ahead. They're yours. All these
I'm having a tough
Wordle-loving
day,
motherfuckers.
guys. I saw a big David Copperfield and lost at Wordle. It's a lot. So Jesse's like, okay, well, I'm not really going to fight you on it. That's for sure. She goes, yeah, I didn't think you were going to. You never do. I was like, ooh. I don't even know the larger context of that, but I liked it.
Well, she's saying, like, you never fight for me, you know? And he's like, but gaslighting me into thinking that I actually did really bad stuff? That's like gaslighting. I mean, I told half-truths, which are lies, and now I'm a liar. What? So she's like,
yeah, I hope we can like move forward and like respect each other because there was like a level of like emotion when we were like emotioning. So, bye.
And he's like, he just walks back to the guys like,
yeah. Well, I'm single now, so there's that. How would Jesse Solomon cry?
So Kyle's like, that didn't look good. What happened over there? It didn't look good. You all right, too? Seriously, what's going on?
That looked as bad as my reports from my sperm were good, and they were hella good. 150 million sperm.
So he's like, West, can we just go up to the room and chill a bit? Can we just go chill?
It's like, yeah. Can we go in this way? Yeah, to avoid Lexi? No, to avoid Lindsay. She's still pretty mad about that Instagram post.
So Lexi's like, you guys, like, I'm not even crying. Like, it's crazy right now. Because, like, I was just going through so many emotions. But, like, you could say manicure to me right now, and I feel like tears should be coming down my cheeks. But they're not.
Tiffany's like, don't worry, I'll draw them with some lip liner. So Emerald has something to say.
I like that Tiffany never leaves the room. She's just always standing there with lip liner.
And now she's actually doing my makeup. So Emerald is like, hey, has that happened before? Like, two people dating at the beginning of the summer? And like, does it count as dating if you haven't used a gallon of lube and a cat of nine tails?
A cat of what?
9 tails, bro.
What's that?
It's a cat that has more tails than a cat of 8 tails, I'll tell you that much. It's a whip. Do you know those whips that are like this? You know the whips that are like Sheena, like, "Hi." It's a Sheena whip. Hi, I'm here to whip you 9 times. Rob can whip you 7 times in a minute. It's amazing.
So Jesse and West are in their room. Oh no, Kyle is first. Kyle's like, I don't know how that makes sense to their relationship. Like, what the fuck? I mean, they hit it off, but like, they got ups, they got downs, they got ins, they got outs. So then West and Jesse are in their room, and West is like, lay down, bro. I'll get our bags, okay? So Kyle's like, it's complicated, you know? Mountains, valleys, rivers, streams, grass, weeds.
Emotions deep, tensions high, all that kind of stuff.
Bop, bop, billy bop.
I'm your private dancer for money. Do what you want me to do.
Bro, look, love's complicated, man. I was in there listening to the girls right now. I don't even know what the fuck they're talking about in there. Listen, they said that he gave her an ick. What is that? What the fuck is that? Carl's like, ick. Ick. What's the ick?
Ick.
Yeah, it was an ick.
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 What's the ick?
What is that?
Ick. Soft ick.
How do Carl and Kyle, of all people, not know what the ick? Because I think the ick is what people say about you, not to you. Right? They're not like, you gave me the ick. They're like, he gave me the ick. Because I'm on Reddit. It's been said a lot, Carl. No offense. Oh, I don't read that. Well, hey, I mean, whatever happened to just saying, whoa, that is a turnoff, senorita? Hey, what is that? I mean, what happened to just like, you suck? Like, why do we have like yellow flags, red flags, beige flags? Like so many flags.
Boo. What's the deal with flags? Am I right? Boo. Sorry, that was my Carlfeld.
Yeah, now we got all these flags. Now we got ticks on dicks. All right.
Wait, too soon.
That was too soon. Too soon, Kyle. Too soon.
It's time for a commercial. It's time for a Crappens commercial.
So then the producer's sitting with Kyle, and Kyle's like, I'm just trying to follow along here. What's the nick? And the producer's like, okay, let's do a quiz on some current dating terms. Okay. Now, this part was embarrassing as fuck.
Yeah, this was a little bit of an indictment on me, too.
I know what the ick is.
Because we watched Love Island.
As a supplier of it in the past.
No, Ronnie.
Oh, come on, please. But in the past, occasionally. But I know what that is, at least. But these words, I didn't know. So Carl's like, they're like, okay, what is orbiting? Did you know what that is?
I assumed it meant that, like, when you like someone, you pop in some Orbit's gum and chew it.
Orbiting?
And you say, I like you so much, I want to have minty fresh breath for you.
Orbiting.
What do you think it means?
I mean, I think it's just like when you're kind of around somebody but not saying anything.
Yeah,
right? Is that
that's what I figured it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's good. Oh, I love the youth. They're actually making things that make sense. Because like ick makes sense, orbiting makes sense.
Orbiting is such a nicer way of what I grew up calling it, skeevy.
Orbiting. Okay, so the producer's like, okay, what is roaching?
This one I have no idea about. Is this when you won't go away?
Is that when you won't go away? Like
is it roach?
What
roaching?
is it?
Is it like when you go to a Papa Roach concert? And you're like, hey, I really like you. Want to go to a Papa Roach concert?
Are you saying it's when you get a boner and then run away? Is that what you said?
Oh wait,
I'm very bad.
You are now a resident expert on roaching.
Can you please do our ESL section of this show?
Can you tell us what roaching means? Wait, what? You lay it on and run away?
You lay it on?
The lights come on.
The lights go on.
Oh, when the lights go on, you run away.
Oh yeah, I've done that too. Yeah.
So would you say all of Emerald's friends are roaches? Because we haven't seen them.
That's funny. Roaching is when you turn the lights on and they run away. Well, shit, we've all been that.
I love, by the way, I love.
You better keep those lights off. It's 1:45 in LA, and they're like, lights on. And we're like, ah! All the gays are like, no, I'm wearing my dark makeup. I need my light base. We all walk out of the streets like this. Like, anybody going for a burrito?
The amount of murmuring in here about that, it sounds like we're at like a town hall meeting, and I just announced that we're shutting down the town factory.
Well, we can scam. This will not stand. That's what I was like. I did not vote for you for that.
You roach this factory. I'm never paying another tax in my goddamn law.
I'm taking this to Washington.
Yeah, so he doesn't know shit. And they're like, okay,
Roaching.
So Kyle says roaching is like when you're interested, but then you just go down a shower drain.
You're just talking about jerking off, Kyle. So the producer then is like, okay, what about zombieing? He's like, oh, is that when you bring old cans of Loverboy to the supermarket and they recycle it and turn it into new cans of Loverboy?
He actually gets this one right, which is, yeah, it's when you've been ghosted, but is that when he gets ghosted, but he comes back as a zombie? That one makes sense. So then we go to Lexi talking. She's still going. She's like,
You guys, like our bedrooms share a wall, and like I've never felt farther away from the girls than I did this summer, even though I was right next door. It's like crazy. Like I was there and you guys were there, but it's like Jesse blinded me to all of you. And they're like, I wish we got to hang out with you more.
Oh, that's too bad, sweetie. See you never. So then Paige walks in. She's like, okay, what's going on? Did I miss anything? They're like, yes, Paige. Like, okay, tell me everything. Just inject it into my veins right now. I can tell there was drama. There's gossip to be had. Should we go to the bed?
yeah. They're like, oh my God, Lexi broke up with Jesse. She's like, oh my God, do you still have it in you to do it again? I'm going to put you on speakerphone. Siri, call Craig. You'll need to add a contact information for Craig before I can do that. How do I not know one Craig? Well, that actually works for Paige.
So then upstairs, Jesse's sad and his...
I like that they're improving Siri. She's just downright evil now. She's like, nailed it.
Would you like me to break up with your overbearing boyfriend from Charleston? I can do that. So Jesse is upstairs and he's like feeling sad for himself in his twin bed. He's like, oh, I'm sad. And so he's like, it was the toe. I mean, like not telling her about the toe, which I guess can be a lie by omission. Yeah, because you had another girl suck your toe when you're telling the other girl that you like are in love with her and want to marry her. So yeah, I think that is a lie.
Minutes. So he's like, yeah, I guess it's just like telling half truth and like my storytelling. She's not really into my storytelling. So
maybe he's more like Craig than we thought. I'm a storyteller.
He's like, she wants to be friends, but I don't know if I want to be friends with someone that makes me a liar, makes me out to be like a liar when I'm lying to people. That's bullshit. So Paige is like, oh my God, is Jesse like crying? Does anybody have a camera? Please go film this.
Do we have eyes on Jesse Solomon? Is he crying? And Gabby's like, well, you go check on him. You can do it because you weren't here. So you're like an innocent. So you can do it like, pretend like you don't know what's going on. She's like, great idea. I'll be right back, guys.
Meanwhile, Lindsay has announced that she's going to have this freedom dinner or whatever to celebrate Carl's stupid ass still being stupid right in front of Carl's face.
Yes.
But to block it, Carl's been like, oh, Lindsay's going to have a freedom dinner. I'm going to bring in a sandwich tray and some cookies. So Lindsay sees it and she goes,
what are these gross sandwiches doing here, these guys?
And they're like, Carl brought that for people. She goes,
Well, they need to go away just like Carl did because I have something improved coming in.
She's like, I accidentally one-upped him by organizing a sandwich dinner. I was like, I could just end the episode now with the fact that Lindsay has better sandwiches to one-up Carl's leftover sandwiches. Like, how amazing is that?
She's like, mine are catered. So.
But also, if you're having a freedom dinner, like, why are you serving sandwiches?
why not?
Because I think if you have freedom dinner, it should be something more auspicious than sandwiches. I'm sorry, you can't call it freedom.
Really?
Clearly, the crowd is with me on this.
60% of that crowd is like, I love sandwiches, at least.
I just love that I'm like, I love that Lexi is an independent woman. People are like, yeah. I'm like, I love that she's saying like this. Yeah. A freedom dinner should not have sandwiches. Woo! That's the wedge issue.
I'm just not going to sit here for sandwich slander, but
No,
you guys
listen,
do whatever you want, audience.
I just feel like it should be more auspicious.
I don't even know what auspicious means. What does that mean? Like fancier?
More impressive, more important, more exciting. Like, I love a sandwich, but like, let's,
Yeah, okay. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'll just leave the bread though. I'll take the bread.
Did you mean to serve sandwiches at your freedom dinner? Dummy.
Can we try for a little more auspicious food next time? So Paige is going to gossip with the guy. She's like, what happened? The girls just keep saying ick over and over again. I can't get a good story. And Jesse's like, I could tell she was off, and then she got here and suggested that I'm a liar. I mean, my God, like, it's so nice to see what a nice actual relationship looks like, Paige. Thanks to you and Craig. And she's like,
Ew.
she's like, get better heroes. So Kyle and Amanda and Sierra come in, and Sierra's like, oh my God, you're a fucking traitor is what you are. And Paige is like, what? You guys wouldn't shut up. I came to get juice. I came to the guys. I came to the geyser of lies himself, Jesse Solomon. Tell us some more lies, Jesse. So Jesse, who's like, wow, I hate that she called me a liar. And he's like, yeah, well, obviously, I told her it's affecting me. Like, my relationship with Sierra doesn't feel like it's in a good place. And then we hung out at the U.S. Open, and now she's mad at me because Sierra hung out with me at the U.S. Open. You fucking liar. Really?
Where did that come from?
They're going to lie immediately?
Immediately. And Sierra's like, what the fuck? And then Carl shows up. People just keep walking into this room. It's like, hey, I heard there's some conversations in here. You guys talking a bit softly, so I came in. So Jesse's like, yeah, I mean, I told her, like, it's like Sierra. And Sierra's like, well, then what? He's like, well, and then she was like, how are you just going to get over it when she's been rude to me and rude to West? And Sierra's like, what? I haven't been rude to Lexi. I've just been standard level cold Sierra.
I'm just completely uncaring for the girl. Like, who cares? And Paige is like, what did you say back? And he's like, oh, it's just like I've been friends with Sierra for a long time. Of course I'm going to stand up for Sierra when Lexi is coming for her with bared teeth, ripping her flesh off. That's all. And Kyle's like, wait. Is there more to it, or is that it? Did she wrote you, bro? What? What are you talking about? Yeah, that's a real zombie right there, that girl.
So Sierra's like, well, I'm going to say something at family dinner tonight. And then Gabby enters, because there's still someone who has not entered the room. And she comes in and she's like, guys, sandwiches are ready. Ugh. It smells like gym in here. Ugh.
Wes is like, I don't know that was necessary. So Kyle sees Lexi sitting on the couch. And so he's like, hey, Lexi, it's Kyle.
Hi, Kyle.
It's me, Kyle.
Hi.
No, listen, I don't want to weigh in and offer opinions on other people's relationships.
Okay.
Just kidding. So, listen, like, your relationship is obviously a bit of a roller coaster. Shut up, Amanda. Why can't you? Hey, but, I just want to say, like, we got kindness for you. I just want to know what's going on.
Well, like all summer, he's been like taking like chances and like my kindness and like my love, and he's like walking all over my love and my kindness. Then he walked over Tiffany's love and kindness, then my mom's love and kindness, then my dad's love and kindness.
Right. I'm gonna have to cut that short because I can only take so much in right now. But how much of this had to do with Sierra being a bitch?
What?
Specify what that has to do with Sierra being a bitch.
I didn't even talk
you're sitting there
about
saying
that.
You said Sierra's a bitch and you're trying to rip her from arm or something.
What? We didn't
like-
have that. What?
Yeah, it's like, how dare he? We did not even have that conversation about Sierra today.
Because at first I was like, Jesse is so full of shit. I can't believe he said he's not going to lie and then turned around and lied immediately. But then I thought about it and I was like, this sounds exactly like something Lexi would say. Like,
Excuse me, one minute you hate her and the next minute you're at the U.S. Open pretending everything's okay. Really?
I actually fully agree that they talked about it, but I think it was probably like, I can't get you, Jesse, because you say one thing and then you do another thing.
I agree. Yeah. You're
So
right.
it's not. It probably was not like. But I think he took it that way, and I think that.
I think he's going to use it that way.
Yeah, I think she probably was like, it's just hard for me to get a read on you because you say these half truths, like you say that Sierra doesn't like you and that she hates you, but then all of a sudden you're at like U.S. Open and he's like, she hates that I hang out with Sierra. She's so jealous of Sierra, and she says Sierra's the worst person in the house. Like that's how it gets translated.
Yeah, that's
and I'm not
true.
for it.
That's true, but don't forget the very end of this episode either, which will get you in about 3 hours. Just you wait. Wise Guys Comedy. They're like, what the fuck is this?
We're orbiting the end.
So now cut back to Jesse. Jesse's still telling them, like, oh my God. Oh, sorry. He's like, and she's saying, like, all of a sudden you're on good terms with Sierra. Like, she's made my time here terrible, and she's made West's time here terrible. Like, you don't have protective instincts. You don't protect me. Does that sound like you made it up? I'm sorry. I'm half in the Jesse is, well, I'm total in the Jesse is an asshole and a blowing things upper. But I also believe this is built on half truths. I can see her saying this.
Well, and I think that maybe what she probably said was like, now all the girls think I'm a crazy person, and you haven't done anything to say to them she's not crazy.
Here's where I'm coming from, because Lexi's been doing a lot of press, and in this press, she's making it sound like Sierra has been torturing her. Like she's hinting. She's like hinting at people to come for Sierra. She's like,
on my birthday, it was like really important to me, but then I saw that Sierra and Jesse went out together instead of coming to my birthday.
and they were like, and after you see this, it's like, why the fuck would they come? You dumped him and said you don't trust her, but she's saying things to get people to come for Sierra, and she's trying to get her millions of people to come for Sierra. I don't trust this girl.
I think there's nothing that Jesse would like more. I think there's nothing that Jesse would like more than to come for Sierra.
Well, look, it's not. My distrust of her isn't even about Jesse, because obviously Jesse's a douchebag. My mistrust of her is coming for Sierra, because she keeps hinting all this shit about Sierra, and I don't like it.
So I don't like that, but I can't take in those external elements because I haven't watched them or heard them. So all I can go off of is on this show, and I'm just more inclined to trust the girl over the fuckboy. So I am totally willing to let this all come out in the wash, and I will take my pitchfork out when it is ready. But right now, I'm sort of aiming it at Jesse a little bit more than Lexi.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we go back to Kyle, and Kyle's like, listen, I don't want to play a game of telephone where Jesse says one thing, and then I repeat it to you. Too late. My bad.
So Paige is like, well, I think you should say something and just be like, I hope you're not upset with me, or honestly, I really don't care what you say. Just like make it really good so I can watch it and we can talk about it in bed afterwards. Okay, great, thanks.
Ding, 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 ding. Hello, everybody. It's dinner time. Welcome to Freedom Dinner. This is the anniversary of me and Carl breaking up, or Carl breaking up with me. In case any of you didn't read Instagram today.
And Carl's like, I didn't look at Instagram, but it was sent to me several times.
Don't say that to Lindsay.
Carl's just so adamant, like, never saw it. Totally read it.
Yeah.
5 times.
I also like that Lindsay's like, okay, I know there's been like a lot of talk in this house today and a lot of breaking up, whatever. I just want to remind everyone I'm the #1 crazy bitch over here. Okay, freedom dinner.
All right, well, thank you for reminding everybody about last year publicly, in paragraph after paragraph that I didn't read but was sent. Text messages apply money every time they're sent. Okay. So, and Paige's like, yeah, it was long.
That was really long. I'm so impressed that someone at your age could type so much.
And you were stating a reality that I don't think was a reality. So thanks.
Oh, but this was the day we broke up, no?
Yeah, but like, why do you need to remind it publicly? It was publicly. It was very hard.
Well, it was an awful, terrible, awful, horrible, terrible, abhorrent, destructive day for me.
For me as well.
Well,
Which
for
is
more
why I
for
called the
me.
camera
A
crew to
little
watch
bit more
it.
for me.
For me as well.
It was a little bit more
For me
for
as well.
me.
For me as well.
Yeah, well, I was almost going to go to Marshall's that day and I didn't. So it was just a little bit worse for me.
Me as well. And then, like, you post a year later, like, you're with someone else. You're pregnant. You moved on. And, like, you're harboring this darkness. What is this storm inside of you?
I'm not harboring. I'm not harboring. Okay, you're welcome to post on Instagram if you want, but I'm not harboring. I am landlocked. There are no harbors. No harbors. I actually reflected and I cried about how much that I had changed in the past year. I had a freedom change. I had a freedom reflection. I looked at the mirror and I was like, mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's reflected the most of all? It was me. It was me. Who's the most free of all? The mirror said you.
That was I.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you very much, girl.
Okay, well, you've done a lot this year, and I'm super proud of you. I mean, the Oscar Awards were amazing. Congratulations. The Pulitzer Prize.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That was amazing. I rented a van.
Okay. First of all, I don't need you to congratulate me on my Oscar, okay? My work was really raw.
I don't know that we need to celebrate what happened last year. She's like,
Who's celebrating? All right, everybody, cheers. Cheers, let's
cheers
celebrate.
to my freedom weekend.
It's like, well, this is like a freedom dinner, so it sort of feels like a celebration.
Well, it's not just us having a tough time. Lexi and Jesse went through a moment. So, Lexi, free. You're free.
Yeah.
You're free as well.
Freedom's just another word for no more fuckboys left to give.
and Amanda's like, choking on her drink.
Okay, well, guess what? You're all free. Lexi's free. We're all free. Tiffany's not free. Tiffany is still under the bed upstairs. So she's like, a lot happened. That was a very dramatic day last year. It was humiliating, quite frankly, even though last week I almost bit your head off for saying I was embarrassed.
She's embarrassed. I pray for her.
How dare you? Quite frankly, but I am pregnant, and it's the best thing that could have ever happened to me, and it would not have happened to me if you ever changed your white pants and didn't disgust me. But you do, you douchebag.
So she's like,
Thank you, except for setting me free.
and he's like, well, I can only dream that you're happy, and I'm happy, and I feel like we've accomplished that, and I've accomplished that, and you've accomplished that. I have a van, you have a baby.
So the freedom.
To babies and vans.
Everyone's just like dying. And she goes,
Emerald, you're in this episode. Why don't you give a speech?
and he's like, fuck no, I'm not going to give a speech.
Lexi's like,
Well, Lindsay, since it seems like you will be aging out of this show next season, I would like to take the mantle for crazy bitch of the show, so I have a speech. Like, okay, I would love to hear it.
she goes, okay, well, this speech is really only for Jesse. And Jesse goes, no.
Stop saying things that aren't true.
I didn't say anything that wasn't true when
You're saying I broke up with you because of Sierra.
No, I only said you broke up with me because of Sierra.
I mean, come on. And like Kyle said, you talked about Sierra a lot in a way of us breaking up. But so that sentence doesn't make much sense, but you know what I'm talking about. And like, it's weird, and it has nothing to do with anything else other than you and your actions.
I haven't taken any actions except having sex during a manicure that wasn't a manicure.
And Sarah goes, ooh, that's twisted if you heard it from Kyle.
What? No, my sperm aren't twisted. I got 150 million of them.
I was just checking on her, sorry.
And Paige is like, I'll defend Jesse, because he wasn't speaking ill of you upstairs. He was just saying it's so sad, and he's very upset. He wasn't running his mouth. He was just compulsively lying about you.
And Sierra's like, well, we're kind of like chatting about what happened and how he's feeling. Then somehow it gets like brought up, like us hanging out on Monday. Like, what's up with that?
Well, yeah, but all I'm saying is like on Sunday he dislikes you, and then I was like, okay, well, I can see why you're having these feelings, like of not liking Sierra, right?
Sierra's like, okay.
And Jesse's like, no, all I said was I disliked the way our conversation ended. That's all I said.
Yeah, but then you said I'm disliking her. Okay, and then like maybe it's your communication skills, but then I go into protective mode for you because I thought we were in a mutual relationship where we protect each other and it's mutual.
That was a weird thing to say, I think. Protection mode? I don't know. Jesse's like, well, I didn't think that you showed up to our dinner and like you were upset that Sierra and everything, and like I thought we had gone to a good place where we could both hate Sierra together. I don't know.
No, but like that's not what I said, because you were saying you were actually disliking her, and I said, okay, that makes sense because her and West have issues, and like yeah, this summer because of you, like her and I have not been able to be besties, right, Sierra? Like it's totally normal that we wouldn't like each other.
Sierra's like,
You're not my bestie.
She's like, what are you talking about? She's like, yeah, because you're trying to pit us against each other all summer. And he's like, no, I'm not. And she's like, that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. Because I haven't had time with Sierra. And like right now, based on what you've told me about her, I don't trust her. Sorry, Sierra, but I just don't trust you. I was like, so you did say all that shit. You did say all that shit. You just said it before tonight, Lexi.
Happy freedom dinner. Freedom dinner.
All right, everybody. That brings us to the end of Summer Holiday.
Thank you, Vegas, for coming out tonight. We'll be back.
We love
Good night,
you
everyone.
guys. Thank you, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you so much for being here, everyone.
Everybody say my name. Walking to the mall and same everywhere I go. I holler every day. I raise my hands up and holler back. Hey, bitch. Hey, bitch. Hey, bitch. If you don't know me, you're welcome to blow me, bitch. Hey, bitch. Hey, bitch. Every day's a parade. Don't even try to shade. Magazines and blogs for the Facebook and Insta. I rule them all because when I play, I win. Duh.
Watch What Crappens would like to thank its premium sponsors.
Ain't no thing like Allison King.
It's always a party on Allison Block.
Our way is the Amber way.
It's the Foster and the Furious. It's Amanda Foster.
She can run my country. It's Angie McGovern.
It's always automatic with Ashley Auto. Put your hands together for Carly Clapp.
Get on the right foot with Chrissy Offit.
She's not just a Sheila. She's a Daniela. Etchels.
We never miss her call. It's Diane Call.
Aaron McNicholas. She don't miss no trickolas.
Hava Nagila Weber.
You'll never hide from Heidi Eleanor Jones. I go, you go, we all go for Hugo. Jamie. She has no last namey.
She's our kind of mess. It's Jennifer Messer.
Sip some scotch with Jessica Trotch.
She's our favorite streamer, Caroline Peacock.
Kristen the Piston Anderson. Get a bee in your bonnet with Lacey B.
Bringing the funk, it's Leslie Plunkett.
She gets an A from us. It's Lindsay D.
Let's give a kisserino to Lisa Lino.
Fresh as a daisy, it's Maisie McHenry. We love her on the rocks. It's Melissa Cox.
Megan Berg. You can't have a burger without the Berg.
This is Livin' with Michelle Vivian.
I love a ya, Olivia Williamson. Tastier than Flanderson, it's Rachel Manderson.
She sure is swell. It's Raquel.
Yes, we canna, it's Savannah.
Cast a spell with Shannon Spellman. Let's share with Sharon Eldridge. The Bay Area Betches. Betches.
And our super premium sponsors.
She's VVIP, it's Amanda V. Can't lose when you're with Amy Baldwin.
Somebody get us 10 cc's of Betsy MD.
We're taking the gold with Brenda Silva.
Let's get real with Caitlin O'Neill.
Don't get salty with Christine Pepper. Can't have a meal without the Emily Sides.
Let's go into the woods with Guy Tubbs.
Who, what, why, where, and Gwen Pentland.
It's our queen, it's Queen Laifah.
Nobody holds a candle to Jamie Kendall.
Know your worth with Jason Kurth.
Hail the Cork Master, the Master of the Cork, Jennifer Corcoran. We got our wish, it's Jen Plish. She's not harsh, she's Jill Hirsch. She's a little bit loony. Junie. My favorite Murdo, Karen McMurdo.
She gets an A, it's Kelly B.
We love him madly, it's Kyle Pod Shadley. We're ride or die for Lisa Ryder Barron. She's a whiz, it's Liz Sarthy. Always killing it, it's Lola Alkalani.
The incredible edible Matthews sisters.
She eases our woes, it's Melissa St. Rose.
We're on the floor with Molly Dorsett. There's a chance of meatballs, it's Rebecca Cloud.
She's the queen bee, it's Sarah Lemke. Shannon, out of a cannon, Anthony. Let's take off with Tamla Plain.
It's always a good time when you're wasting time with Bravo.
She ain't no shrinking Violet Kuchar. We love you guys.